If you're using bands to help your clients get their first pull-up, stop. It's actually making them worse. Although bands can help train the pattern, but for a lot of people, it's not a pattern issue. It's a position issue. And the position that they're not strong in is the bottom. And when we're using bands, because they provide variable resistance, when maximum tension is placed on the band, it's actually making us weaker in that bottom position in order to set up the pull-up. But if we can never be strong in that bottom hang position, we'll never get a pull-up. Because every repetition that we do with a band, it takes away one's ability to create strength and control in that scap down position in order to produce the pull-up. Everyone, Tom Swirls here, Advanced Movement Therapist. I work with clinicians and coaches on how to improve rehabilitation outputs as well as enhance performance. Now, one of the coaches that I work with, he is a strength coach for university soccer team. And when he came to me, he said, the girls can't do one pull-up with their testing when they're doing the strength testing. He's like, we're using bands. I said, well, that's the problem. I said, when we're using bands, they can't even, and you take it away, they haven't even learned how to set the shoulders into the right position to connect it to the thorax in order to pull their bodies up over the bar. Because if the shoulders are being pulled out of the socket or they have hypermobile shoulders, it'll never happen because the nervous system just won't allow that power to come in. It dampens the pattern because they can't find the position. So I explained to him how to use these 3 methods and how to train his athletes how to get their first pull-up. The first rule we went over was just simply hanging. Either they can hang if they have enough strength to hang their body with their full body weight or with their feet on the ground to assist. But the key thing here is to teach them how to corkscrew those shoulders into the socket, dissociate their neck, and connect those shoulders to the body. If we are pulling the shoulders out of the socket like this, it's really hard. You got to pull the shoulders into the socket first before you can even pull the body up over the bar. So we want to make sure that they can even hold this hanging position statically. If we think about how kids learn to climb up on things, they hang off everything. But they're developing their grip strength and their shoulder stability and control in a static position before their nervous system says, yeah, you've got enough strength and stability before we can add that pattern and power to it. Now, it's not necessary to be able to hold a dead hang for 60 seconds to do a pull-up, but it does give us an idea of one's strength in their upper body, the strength and stability in their shoulders and their upper extremity, if we can hold a dead hang for 60 seconds, just for overall health of the shoulders and upper extremity. If you like what we've gone over so far, head over to amtcertified.ca and learn how to really optimize your exercise prescription and your movement performance into your athletes and your clients' programs. So another positioning issue that might be occurring is maybe the spine isn't stacked effectively to connect the upper body. So very simply, we can use a hollow hold or a tuck hold and activate those lats. So just by doing some isometrics and dissociate that neck, activate the core, keeping those ribs down, we can create tension in the rest of the body that we can transfer better into pulling movements when we're looking at vertical pull movements so that we can get over the bar more effectively. So with this, we're in a spine supported position. I'm going to pack those shoulders down as though I'm pulling up the bar or pulling down the band. I'm going to activate the lats, just pulling it down towards the hips. And if I have enough control and I can keep my back flat, I'm just going to hollow out here. So we're anchoring down those upper ribs. But with an isometric, we're getting the brain to feel and find those lats a little bit more effectively, pair them up with the serratus as well as with those scap depressors. This will in turn teach that feeling of where the shoulders are supposed to be with the rest of the body before you do a pull-up. And the third technique is we're just going to utilize isometrics and eccentrics in various positions. So for me, I struggle at the top position. So I'm going to do an isometric up here around 90, say around 45, and then fall into my dead hang. So if we don't have the strength or control to concentrically pull ourselves up over a bar, then we can help ourselves into that top position and then slowly lower ourselves down. So we're kind of reversing out of that pattern. If we develop eccentric strength first with some of that eccentric control in various angles, it's going to be easier to pattern that pull-up from the bottom all the way to the top once it's all connected and we've ironed out some of the weak links. So focusing on anywhere from 5 to 10 seconds in each position, breathing, keeping tension out of places we don't want, all the way down to the bottom. Keep those shoulders down and packed. Okay, if you want to tuck up, I've got a nice low bar here, or if I need to put the feet down on the ground to help me out a little bit, just to get those positions, that's okay. Give it about a 30-second to 1-minute break, and then repeat the pattern. I hope you found this video helpful, so that now you've got 3 techniques in which to train your clients and athletes on how to do a proper pull-up without using the bands. And again, bands aren't bad. If there's a pattern issue, they can be very helpful. But if there's a strength issue, especially at the bottom position, in order to set the shoulders, the pull-up will never happen. So get strong with a hang, dead hang, work on the eccentrics, get the lats firing up, get the spine position in a little bit. Just by pulling those 3 things together, you're going to find a tremendous benefit and a lot more success with your clients and athletes with their pull-ups. And if you're getting those clients or athletes who can't really feel their lats during a pull-up, stay tuned for the next video. We're going to go over that next.